What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another How to Play here on the channel. Today, I'm going to be talking about Ben Lambright's from Two Bins and the Dream 8th place finish, Midoriya 3. In this video, we're going to take a quick snapshot overview of what the deck list looks like, as well as what does Midoriya 3 do, and then we'll talk about the strategies and tactics used inside of this deck, and then at the very end, we'll do a quick deck list recap, talk about the sideboard, and maybe some of the things that I missed. So, Midoriya 3. Midoriya 3 is a 6-hand size, 28 health character who has Earth, Good, and Order. He says this kick, or in this deck's case, since we're playing under the good symbol, this punch gets +1 damage for each character card in my stage. Yes, if you look, Midoriya is a 3 difficulty character, and you look on the deck list, we're playing more copies of Midoriya. So, response: once per turn after you play a kick or punch a card, it gains Breaker 2 or Stun 2 if it doesn't already have that keyword. So I'm going to Breaker you to make you commit cards on your turn. I'm going to Stun you to make you commit cards on my turn. I don't want you to have a readied board, and I'm going to swing these moves over and over and over again. And then lastly, a once per game, draw 1 card for each character card on your stage, either using it as a way to set up and have a quick draw, or maybe a panic block. Oh, I need to have a low block. I'll draw a card. I found it, and then we can go. I'm sure you're already typing in the comments, Tam, this is not the deck list that Ben had. You're correct. Ben is so active in the active competitively that the deck list that I was given, the link to his UVS Ultra account, has things like Rewind Throttle, Nice Try, Unrivaled Combatant, and these are not legal, but this is the closest approximation that I have from this list. Ben did have another RLE, so if you're determined to look at a set for Midoriya 3, go check out the other video that I did. That is a clean deck list, but this is the most recent list that I have, and so it's the list that I posted. So let's talk about the strategy involved. We've got Stun Overload, tons of draw power, and Breaker every turn. So the bombs, right? We've got Wind Up Smash, we've got Texas Wind Up Punch, we've got Texas Smash. Wind Up Punch being a 4 diff, 4 mid for 7 that says if I've discarded a card this turn, this combat phase, it gets Stun 2. You are allowed to tack on the Stun 2 from Midoriya on this. So sometimes this Wind Up Punch is just a Stun 4 move, as well as this thing has the powerful keyword. So playing it super late in your chain feels very good, especially if it was behind a Texas Smash, which says discard a card. Your next Texas turn gets +4 damage. So you discard a card with Texas Smash, Wind Up Punch sees that you discarded with Texas Smash, you get stunned 2, Texas gives it the 4 damage, you get more damage with Powerful, you get more damage with Midoriya, and you pop off. The other thing that this deck is really good at is Capture Evildoers. Being able to play a move, capture Evildoers, clear out your card pool, having drawn a bunch of extra cards because it's the good symbol and because of your character's ability, you get to play out essentially every time you have Capture Evildoers, you get to take an extra turn. Play a move, clear. I still have 6 cards in my hand. I'll keep playing my attack cards. I took an extra turn, and that feels very, very oppressive. So we've got Stun Overload, things like Wind Up Punch, Back Alley Haymaker, Heroic Strike. So Back Alley Haymaker has Stun 2, so it can't have Stun 2 spliced onto it, but Wind Up Punch and Heroic Strike don't. So an easy turn could be Back Alley Haymaker as my first attack. I Stun 2, build in a card or draw a card, then play Heroic Strike, respond, splice on the Stun 2, Stun 2, so I've Stun 2, Stun 4, and then Heroic Strike says my rival commits 1 foundation for each punch attack in my card pool. Well, I've got Heroic Strike and Back Alley Haymaker, so that's 2 more. To play 2 attacks to get Stun 6 is an incredible exchange rate. It's so strong. Not to mention a little extra damage from my foundations, a little extra damage from my character, and then ending with a Texas Smash Wind Up Punch. The game's over. Draw power. Midoriya, Valiant Assault, Passing the Torch, all say the words draw 2 on them. If I've got 2 character cards in my stage, draw 2. Valiant Assault says draw 2. If I have no cards in my hand, draw 2. So it feels very easy to constantly have cards in my hand, to have options of what is the best card to play at this exact time. I feel like I started as a 6 hand size character, but most turns I'm a 10, if not 11, if not 12 hand size character because of all the amount of draw power that the good symbol has. And then lastly, Breaker every turn. Being able to utilize Midoriya for the Breaker, Specialist of Sound, respond, commit, blocking with a cool card, and then once the way that they get out of the idea of Breaker and have Breaker be less effective is they have to build the Deadlock. And once they go to Deadlock, I've got things like your Finish to selectively commit down more cards, and then the Breaker still happens. So there really isn't an escape from Midoriya 3 Breakery to having an effective Breaker 2 every single turn. It's just incredible. So with that said, let's talk about Midoriya. Let's talk about the things that I missed. So again, it's a little tough to talk about when I don't have the real deck list, right? But having things like it can't be fixed, having things like lost in thought as like these deterrents from you playing the game with me. You don't want to stun me because I have it can't be fixed and I'm gonna do some extra builds. You have some really cool cards on your board. I'll lost in thought and then stun out the rest of it. Things like determined feeling very good to say that your breaker blocks are very cheap to block with, right? My wind up or my Valiant Assault is a 2 high block. I'll commit my determined. It's now a 0 high block. I'll block with it and then continue on from there. Maybe Valiant Assault doesn't have order. Valiant Assault was a bad example. We'll use Back Alley Haymaker because that has Earth. Boom, we fixed it. But all in all, incredible deck. Incredible deck. And again, big shout outs to Ben Lambright from 2 Bins and the Dream on his 8th place finish with Midoriya 3. If you like this video and you want to see more like it, make sure you check out all the other videos in the playlist as well as all the other how to plays that I made here for the channel. With that said, you guys, thank you much for watching. And as always, I wish you well.